Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dan Coconati and today we're going to be taking a look at the song called Times of My Life by MGK. Now this one is definitely way overdue. I should have probably had a lesson for this when the song came out. It's probably been a month or two now, depending on when you watch this video, but we're doing it today. So, great song. I did love this when it came out and heard it, and I was like, man, I gotta get out here and teach it. So, all right, tuning for this song is gonna be just standard tuning. So that means your strings are gonna be E, A, D, G, B, and E. So get yourself a tune, and then we're gonna get started on this lesson. All right, Times of My Life by MGK. So we're gonna teach you both. There's two riffs that's going on. So we're gonna teach you both. There's a guitar 2 that plays the, and then you got the chords for your guitar 1 or whatever 2. But you got 2 guitars playing this throughout the entirety of the song. So we're gonna start off though with the main little riff. So it is. Okay, so what is that? So we have an open, can't really see my finger picking in. So you got an open on your D string, okay? And that's how you're gonna start it. So you got open on the D and then a 2nd fret of the G to an open on the B and then to a 2nd fret of the B as well. So altogether, it should be. And then the next note right after that is this, you're going right back to that 2nd fret of your G. So altogether, I'm gonna play it really slow. It should be. Okay, that's the first little part of that riff. Now the second part is gonna be. So it changes ever so slightly. So now it's gonna be a 4th fret instead of the open, okay, of the D. So 4th fret. And then 2nd fret again of the G to your open of the B, 2nd fret then next of the B. So altogether, the second half is, okay, and then it comes down to 2nd fret of the D, and then you finish it, the 1st fret of the G, and then 2nd fret of the G. Okay, so really slowly, you should be having it sound like this. Oh. Right? And that riff, it kind of comes in and out. I think it's just played in the beginning and then, towards the end of the song as well. I think during the bridge section. But again, really slow, it should be. Okay, and then we're going to take a look at the chord section. So the chords are really basic, the basic power chords here. So we start off on a 5th fret power chord or a D power chord on the A string. So if you don't know, that's your 5th fret and then a 7th fret. Okay, and that 5th fret's on the A and the 7th fret's on the D. Okay, and that's your first power chord. Okay, and that is a D power chord. So the strumming for this is kind of just I think that's just a down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, and then that shape, so you're on that 5th fret of the A power chord, just drop it down to a 5th fret of the E. So this is gonna be now an A power chord. So 5th fret, and then a 7th fret. And then if you want, you can add in the 7th fret as well of the D. But so first power chord, 2nd power chord. Okay, this shape now, you're gonna take it, slide it on down to the 2nd fret power chord, which is just gonna be an F sharp power chord. So this shape, again, you're keeping that, right? So now you're on your 2nd fret and your 4th fret. And if you want, you can use that pinky, you can get that 4th fret in as well. D. But again, it sounds exactly the same if you're just using your root and your fifth. So first 3 chords now are gonna be, okay, one more chord to go. So the last chord is an E minor power chord as well. Okay, and that's just an open on your E, 2nd fret of the A, and the 2nd fret of the D. Okay, and that's your 4 chords for this song. So altogether, this is how the chords are going to be sounding if you're just playing the chords underneath that riff. Okay, so the open chords, and I would probably play this just in the chorus of the song, but you know, instead of doing the power chords, you can absolutely play the power chords well for the chorus, but I think just a brighter sound kind of changes up the, you know, the dynamics of that chorus just a little bit. But I would recommend probably just playing the power chords for your verse. You can, you know, palm mute these if you want as well. But then for the actual chorus, I would say do these open chords. So what are the open chords? We got a D major 7 to an A to an F sharp minor to an E. Okay, so how do you play these chords? Again, this is just kind of for the chorus to brighten it up a little bit, but you can also use your power chords. Okay, so the first chord, you know, D major 7, so you got an open to a 2nd on the B, and then also a 2nd on the E. So very bright sound. So that's your first chord. Next, literally just go down one whole string. So now you're playing an A chord. So if you don't know what an A chord is, it's an open to a 2nd to a 2nd, and then to a 2nd. Hopefully I can show that with one finger. So first chord, 2nd chord. Next, that F sharp minor, so it's just, quite literally, it is the same as just playing the regular power chord, except you're gonna bar everything now. So instead of just 2nd 4, you're gonna play 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, and you're gonna bar that whole section to just brighten it up again. And then the final is an E. So that's an open, 2nd on the A, 2nd, and then a first, open, open. Okay. So altogether, to just brighten up your chorus a little bit, these are how the open chords are gonna sound for the chorus. Okay, let's take a look at our guitar solo, I guess, if that's what we're calling this. But so the solo it's 3 notes, very simplistic, and it's going to be on your B string here. So you're starting off on a 10th fret of the B, and you're just picking it. So just kind of like a down, up, you know, just typical. I don't even know what it's called right now. I'm blanking, but again, 10th fret picking. Up to a 14th fret, same string on the B. Okay, and then you go down to the 9th fret, same string. So this is all on your B string. So you go 10 to 14 to 9, 10, 14, 9, and then you finish right back on that 10. So that is the little solo, really easy, but yeah, sounds cool on the song, so that's how you play it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this guitar tutorial on MGK song, Times of My Life. Now, if this helped you out and you're able to learn the song, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and be ready for more future guitar videos.